Hello, welcome back to Blender Sushi Live Noding. In this episode, I'm gonna do a breakdown of this setup that I did. It's basically like a flowers, like a bullets flying all over the place. Kind of. This was actually inspired by one question at Blender Stack Exchange. There is one question asking how to do this manually, how to model the cylinder and stuff, and then how to place the cylinder, these bullets on every end points of this kind of flowering thing. So yeah, this actually was made of two parts. Basically, pretty simple, I guess. So we have this like a flower thing that we probably already done sometimes ago in the past. Currently, this setup allowing me to control the number of bullets, kind of randomizing the flowering thing, and also controlling the actual flowering, like make some kind of variations. So a lot of things we can do here. We can even animate it like a bullet, like a slow motion bullet kind of thing. And let's break this down. I'll separate the bullets first. I'll show you how we create the flowering thing first. The secret is actually in the random vector. We have these two list input. First one is like 0, 0, 0, and the rest of them is kind of being pushed like that. And we have the count here, and then we have the vector scalars to kind of randomizing all these random vector even more. So yeah, I can have this very nice variations for the flowering thing. And then the next thing I did was to use the UV connection, and this one will create the edge, and I'll make it like dotted lines like that. So that's actually, that bit is pretty easy. And then here I pick the outer part of the points using list item, and then using this as the point and also as the rotation. You see this vector plug into the location and also this angle rotation. And by doing that, we have this control over the instancing of the bullets. The bullet itself is actually simply, now if you think about it, if you were to design something like this, probably you start you can start from a circle manually, and then you kind of extrude it up, and you get like something that looks like a cylinder, and then perhaps you make the top bit, or you can just combine a half sphere and cylinder, and you get like a bullet like this. This can be made, of course, can be more detailed, but I guess this is pretty okay. It depends on how far it is from the camera, so level of detail matters. How I did the bullet was actually a little bit funny actually. I think I combined a circle and then a cylinder and also a sphere. I use half sphere and extrude it down, and then I use a circle and then combine it down to make a cylinder, to make this a bullet thing. So let me go through it. What can we do with this guy? So providing the setup is correct, I can kind of add resolution here. But I know that this is not perfect because sometimes this thing opens up. Probably because I'm like joining the cylinder bit and the sphere part. But other than that, everything should work correctly. Like I can make the bullet like really tall like that, or really short. And then I have this control over the actual radius. This one works pretty well. I make the bullet really big. And then let's have a look. There's a multiplier here, and then is controlling the, I think, the position of the circle and half sphere. To get the half sphere, I actually use this select mesh element by location, and I'm selecting the bottom side and then using the percentage of it and mask the vertices, so I get, I think I get, so I get half of the sphere, and I kind of combine it. I extrude the edges based on the circle. So I have that, and then I think I actually move it up somehow, and then list join, combine them together, mesh join, remove double. This happens all the time. I think procedural modeling sometimes is a little bit funny. Sometimes you kind of find all kind of shortcut and tricks to design something, so you really like separate all the different parts of a structure and try to make each part separately and perhaps combine it at some point using some kind of rules or kind of structure. Think of it like a table or a chair. If you want to design a table, you design the legs, and then you might think, okay, maybe the table have 4 legs or 6 legs, and how long is the table, and what's the shape of the table, etc., etc. So that's a part of it. So in here, like I said, it's just made of, you can make this using cylinder and spherical, as long the half sphere kind of position exactly on top of the sphere, and then you're pretty much done. So it's how you get there doesn't matter actually, as long it works as a structure. So once you get the bullet, you can do anything with it. You know, you can bake it out, and then you can instance it using dupli-vert, for example, but in this case I'm using Sverchok as well. So just plug in the matrix and we get this bullet stuff. There you go. So yeah, and if you want to have like 50 bullets or 100 bullets, no problem, this one can handle it. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Nothing too complicated. There you go, some kind of animated bullet. Hopefully you find this one interesting, useful. Maybe you can design something that's more interesting than a bullet, but that's pretty much it. If you have any question, feedback, suggestion, let me know in the comment section below. And thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.